You are associating beans with beaners. All cultures use beans. Why did you go to a Caucasian event for Cinco de Mayo? He went in there and colonized. I also want to point that out.
No, I went there to hit him with the Uno reverse card, reverse gentrify.
Hit him with the Trail of Tears.
Oh,
Maybe they were just vibing on a Friday.
Like, it's Ted's birthday.
Bro, what the fuck? It's just another day,
Pablo'S. Can we talk about, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, shouts out. If you know you're a real one if you don't give a fuck.
I mean, I went to a Mexican restaurant for lunch, but that's because I was with a white person.
Yeah. So like my day started with, basically my day started with it because I work with a lot of
So you started with Mexican food off rip, or people came in saying Cinco de Drinko or what?
Yeah. And then we went to like this party, and it was cool. Like, but it was what you would expect. The wildest thing was that dip, bro.
So okay,
was wild
you
to me
sent me this to me. You sent this to us.
Okay, yeah.
And this threw me off.
Because y'all thought I was at a restaurant, but I wasn't. It was someone's house.
All right. Before we even get into this, let's get into the show. Two, one. Welcome to An Citizens Podcast. I'm Zen.
It's Pabs.
Hey, it's Ruben.
In the person, in the flesh.
So let's just talk about this because
we had to do it for the 100th episode.
Yeah.
the sets changed a bit. The sets changed a bit. We're not even done. We're not even done. But the sets changed a bit. It's the 100th episode.
I have a promotion chair coming.
It is coming in the mail. We have a promotional chair coming in the mail. It is the 100th episode, and I'm just here to say it. Since we've been gone, media has been in shambles.
Yeah.
In shambles.
Yeah.
We were the hero that was missing.
Yeah, we were on the pulse.
I think we were holding
We let
things,
up a little and
we were holding things together, and basically since we left, Tucker Carlson's no longer with Fox.
I know.
Yeah.
Don Lemon's no longer with CNN.
The black guy.
Yes.
With the receding hairline.
Yes.
Okay.
And Steven Crowder getting canceled, which we're going to get into all that because some people don't know what everybody is, because some people may only listen to one side of the media. I don't know. I don't know how certain people ingest their news in this room, but let's get into it. I do want to touch on that Cinco de Mayo thing. What the fuck is Cinco de Mayo? Because
the real thing? Yeah.
like what is it? Because I was told that someone threw some mayo in a sink, yelled Cinco de Mayo, won their independence or something. But I don't even think it has anything to do with actual, like, I think it maybe been like a battle or some shit.
Yeah. So, in the city of Puebla is where this all went down. So basically the French tried to invade, to recolonize, and they held them back, and that was it. And so the French colonization failed.
You set it up like it was going to be a story. I was like, oh, okay, fuck, he's going to educate us right now. And then you're like, yeah, they like won.
They like tried to fight and then couldn't.
And then France.
They like brought Oscar de la Hoya out.
Yeah,
and
they
then
brought
it was
Canelo,
over.
bro.
That's like when I'll tell you how to win. You just got to score more points than the other team.
Yeah.
And so I guess now people drink tequila. It's the same thing where I'm like,
honestly, at this point, I believe that Cinco de Mayo is more of an American holiday than it is in Mexico. Because
to me, I treat it the same way as I treat like St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I don't know
saying.
what the fuck St. Patrick is.
Right.
But I think we ride a little harder for Cinco de Mayo, and then like Chicago rides a little harder for St. Patrick's Day. They go kind of hard.
Fair. Because of where we are. Yeah, it makes sense.
Like I'm like, damn, they paint the river green. I'm like, we can't paint Galveston green. You think?
No,
we'd have to.
We ain't got no rivers.
Blends in with the brown. It's too much brown.
That would look disgusting.
Galveston's pretty, bro. Galveston's pretty.
So this dip, all right.
I'm here against all the Galveston slander. Galveston is very pretty.
You guys were over there. Y'all had the bay. The bay ain't nice either.
It makes you appreciate what you got. Like you're like, hey man, Galveston. It's not that. Like it's water. It's sand. It gets the job done.
Because what y'all got? Do y'all even have beaches for real?
Were you like
in SF? You don't go in the water. It's too cold.
It is.
So it was
too
the
cold.
same thing. I was like, I'd rather be in
cold as
Houston.
shit,
I'd rather it be kind of like clear and I get to sit in the water chilling and maybe put my feet in and be like, all right, I'm good.
No, but okay, so
and that's the thing. People get a flesh-eating virus one time, and all of a sudden there's problems.
Hey, Blo, we let Bluebell do it like 3 times.
The news.
Real talk though, I still be eating Bluebell. I had Bluebell like a few weeks ago.
No, and then the news forgets to mention that the dude got flesh-eating bacteria because he had just gotten a tattoo and still went in the water.
Don't be speaking soft on Galveston.
Yeah, no, for real.
If I catch another motherfucker,
Wait. So I just want to ask, when you finally made it into Texas, did you like take like this deep breath, like I'm finally home?
It actually was like that. It was very lethargic. Like it was actually really nice. Like we were getting kind of like.
Is it for the sake of like family and what you know is over here, or is it like something about like you really understand the difference now between the California life and what? For lack of a better word, it's just kind of the way that it runs.
this boy's lived in the East Coast, West Coast.
Super liberal as opposed to like once you're back here, it's a little more family trapped.
It was the family. Like it was just because like we've been moving around, and so it's like you're kind of like looking for these different things in these cities, and so you kind of like get to experience doing life and like these cool stuff. You're like, all right, bet, like because you're kind of just trying to figure out your life, but then I don't know, like it all is just not as fun if you don't have like family or friends. So it's just like. Yeah, coming back, it's like so like you're just like bro, like we're home. Like it really because this is where we grew up, so it's just like this is home. Right. It's just like the weather makes sense, the fucking birds make sense, the people make sense.
Yeah. Weather don't make sense.
In California, like you ask yourself questions, like bro, like
weather still don't make sense.
Yeah.
Weather still
it doesn't make sense, but that makes perfect sense for us.
Yeah, no, like it makes sense.
The fact that it doesn't make sense makes perfect sense. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like that. But in California, you're like bro, like it. Like, it's never like this. You're like, this is my first year. I don't fucking know what the fuck it's like. I don't know. I don't know if tomorrow will be cold.
You can tell me it's like this. Yeah,
bro.
It is.
It's constantly like 65 there. Like, it just doesn't change. And I remember when I went, I thought, when I went, I told a lady, like, I was at the baseball game, and I was like, hey, she saw my text lady. She goes, so, like, how do you like the weather? I was like, it's awesome. It's like 65 the whole time. I think I was there for like 3 months, 4 months. And she's like, really? It's like, I think it sucks. Like, it's just the same temperature all the time. Like, you at least have, like, it's just hot in Texas. She's like, I mean, I'd rather have that. And then you feel it. You're like, bro, I want to wear shorts. Like, that's why I'm wearing shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Because I haven't worn shorts in, like, a year.
I guess, I don't know.
It's that weird weather where it's, like, too hot for, like, it's too cold for shorts. Yeah. But it's also kind of, like, too hot for, like, a real nice puffer jacket.
Yeah. So you're just in layers.
Well, here's the way that
we all look like
I only went once. And
I've been to the Bay once.
And it wasn't to the Bay, actually. So I don't even know what the difference between the Bay weather and, like, LA weather is.
LA weather's really nice.
LA weather is super nice.
The way that it felt like for me when I went to LA was, like, it was summer. Mm-hmm. I'm the type that wants to, like... I would always look at, like, these celebrities and be like, how the fuck y'all out there in a blazer... and shit like that. Like, how the fuck? And then I realized...
Because you're thinking in Galveston context. Yeah. You're like, bro, that's crazy.
And so I'm like, I went to the beach during the day, and then at night when we went out, I was able to wear a windbreaker, and I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's why people say San Diego has, like, the best weather. Because it's warm where you want to get in the water, but not too warm. Yeah. And so, but SF's weather is like, I mean, it's nice. It is nice. Like, this is fucking hot. But, like, it's still nice to have, like, a variety.
This ain't even the worst hot.
Yeah, I thought this was a great day.
This was the great day. I was sweating, but I was listening to the people at the aquarium.
Yesterday was humid. Yesterday was humid.
And it's getting a little humid this morning.
You walk out, it's, like, depressing. I'm like, God damn it. Why am I thinking already? Like,
yeah. That shit gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
But you just deal with it. At that point, I dressed for... this is gonna suck. But yeah, I dressed for this is gonna suck.
It felt really nice, and then we put on like the Sandy Cheek song, so it got really emotional. We were like,
yeah.
But I want to go home. Joint.
Yeah. I put that on the playlist. I had to set the mood.
Yeah. That was the first song, and then
first song was Sandy Cheek. Second song was Deep in the Heart of Texas.
And I was playing that up north. I was like, it don't feel right, but like, fuck it. Because when you're in Houston, I'm like, I'm deep.
Now,
bro, we in here.
Question: I don't know. Has Whataburger moved its way over to the Bay Area?
No.
So
I miss Whataburger.
Did you catch have you not caught a Whataburger since you've been back?
I haven't had Whataburger yet. Yeah.
Have you caught a Bucky since you've been back?
No, we wanted to stop, but when you've driven that long, you're
have
like,
you
I don't
caught
want
an
to
HEB on the way back?
Yeah. It was.
You just.
I already knew. I wanted to record Alexis just walk through. And I knew verbatim. I told her this is how it's gonna go down. You're gonna walk in. You're gonna be like, this was like $2 extra in SF. And then you're going to be like, damn, I missed this. Dad, do you remember? That was literally it. She's like, she would just price compare everything. She's like, we would.
Shouts out to the Twist Lemon Lime HEB edition.
Yo, what if we had
HEB branded stuff?
What if we had
wait.
What if
How wild is this?
You
Is this
start to
wild?
learn
what if
which
we be-
HEB brands are like.
What if
which
we,
of the foods
what if
are
we
actually
became
good.
such Houston legends that we get an HEB commercial?
I would hope, because here's
Damn.
where I'm feeling.
That'd be dope.
Tell me if this is wild,
That'd be
because
dope.
I feel wild when I do this.
Yeah.
What?
Is it wild if my toothbrush is HEB branded?
Nah.
What the fuck? That's kind of crazy. Bro, that's kind of
No,
crazy.
just like, that's
I'm telling-
insane. What the
I'm
fuck?
telling you.
Imagine like somebody in New
It's
York would be
charcoal.
like, bro, what?
It's charcoal. It's charcoal activated. It's like where Oral B would be.
No,
it's just HEB.
It's a nice brush, but just the bro. It doesn't have HEB. It has like the little paper bag logo, like the Mr. Baggy or whatever the fuck.
That would be
They're
funny.
Like, bro, what is that? Like, it's just a
No,
local
that's like the
grocery
one for
store.
kids.
It's like that meme that's like we all rise for
It's
Buc-ee's,
HE Buddy. First of all, y'all don't even understand.
HEB
But
and Bluebell.
go off.
Yeah. Bro, and then they have like
My dogs eat
No,
HEB
no.
food. That's
your HEB cooler that's like a
HEB
Yeti
has
but
this in
better.
a stronghold.
No,
Shouts out to the
bro.
Cody
You know
cooler.
HEB's in Mexico, right?
Yeah. I knew-
Shouts out to
yeah.
the Cody cooler, because it's basically,
Bro, these coolers
what a
insane.
Yeti cooler is. It's just a roto mold cooler, meaning there's a machine that makes it all in one piece, so there's no seams, so nothing gets out. That's the whole idea. And then they're bear proof.
Is this like the Dad Flex or like
Yeah.
Basically, so that's what a
Okay.
Yeti cooler is. It's
What
just a
function
roto
are you pulling
molded.
up to where people are like, "Hey," because if you pulled up, I'd just be like, "That's just a
Well,
cooler."
I'll explain
But I know
why
there's a
it
crowd that'd be
matters.
like,
when you see it,
Compare
when
it
you
to the
see it, when
Yeti.
you
So
see
the
it, you're
Yeti-
like, okay.
So the Yeti is just this heavy ass cooler that you have to like carry and put on your truck or whatever. And if it falls off, a bear can't get to it. We're chilling at the fucking park. We're at the beach. Who the fuck needs? What bear is going to come out of nowhere? Regardless,
Yeah.
but everyone wants to flex with that. The HEB cooler is the same concept. It's a roto mode cooler that's bear proof, except for it has all terrain wheels built in. Where a Yeti cooler, you have to like buy a carrying container to wheel it around, and it's got multiple functions of like being able to carry it around. Also, like your bottle openers. It's just way better.
And it's not like
I've never
bitch
thought
ass.
this
No.
far about a cooler ever.
It's not like
don't understand.
No. It's not like bitch ass wheels either. No.
Here's the thing,
It's
the
like
motor
system of a cooler.
It's
You're
like
not even
it's
at the-
4x4 wheels.
You're like, bro,
It is
you
four-
mentioned
it's a
bears at
4x4
one point. I
Bro,
was like, where the fuck did bears come from?
These wheels.
I was like, y'all don't still do the styrofoam one or like the tiny.
If you're
igloo
camping,
one that, like, you go
if
like-
you're camping and you have your food in there,
I've gone camping twice.
and has a bear possibly come and try to attack your stuff.
So in California, they had bear boxes. That was my second time camping. I fucking hated it. It was Yosemite. It was cold. I didn't know that was a bad idea.
What the fuck? That's
It
a
was like
terrible
20
idea.
It was like 20 degrees.
And
or
we
15
should have told
degrees at
y'all. We
night.
knew when he went too.
Like the
we
sleeping
should have
bag
warned
didn't-
you.
Wait, I don't know anything.
The sleeping bag didn't even fit correctly. I was sleeping, but I was so warm from down here. Everything else was cold. Bro, I saw coyote. Salem didn't know what the fuck to do. She's like, bro, where do I sleep? I'm like, yeah, the tent. She's like, the tent? Like, bro, that's for
She's like-
outside people. I don't sleep here. She's never
like,
slept
that's-
outside.
yeah,
You should have told
Bro,
Salem, we're going to sleep in the tent. You sleep outside and watch for bears.
No, oh, damn. Nah, bro.
She even.
Yeah, bro, she would
Hey,
destroy it.
fuck you.
Yeah. Nah, bro, she's like, she just waited and she's like pawed at it, like, hey, open it up. You know what to do.
Yeah.
And then I walk in, you have a tiny ass tent. I'm like she's trying to stay on the pillow, but the pillow is the fucking sleeping bag. You're like chunking her up. Oh man, it's so hard.
Yo, should
Yeah.
the boys go camping and do a pod in the woods?
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun.
That'd be fun.
I mean,
What are the green spaces of Houston? I don't know.
hella
Hella,
green
bro.
spaces.
Yeah.
New Caney has great camping.
So
Woodlands is actually the Woodlands.
My parents live in New Caney.
Yeah, they have crazy camping out there.
They do.
Alexis, I was like, we don't have any green space in Houston. Alexis goes, what about the Woodlands? I was like, they don't got green space. She's like, it has woods. It's the Woodlands. I was like, nah, that don't make sense. That's just
Not
what
only
they
that,
do.
I don't know if you can camp.
No.
It's possible, but the Sam Houston
But
National
Cleveland-
Forest.
Yeah, it's
You
right
can't-
there, right?
Yeah,
Cleveland's
that's what I was saying. Like, there
Cleveland,
is a green
Spindora, New Caney, all of that.
And there's just multiple state parks with camping grounds.
yeah,
See, but I don't venture out into Texas like that. Are there scary white people out in those parts of town?
probably.
Personally,
You just gotta stay out of Vider.
nah,
As long as we don't go to
look,
Vider.
Here's personally,
Google
Yeah.
Vider.
I don't know if it's just a me
Vider?
thing.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Vider, Texas.
I don't know if it's
Oh.
just a me thing,
Yeah.
or not. But like, personally, they're nicer to me out there.
Nicer to you?
Yeah, because I noticed like if
Well,
you're in the city,
you know how to move with that.
if
kind
you're
of people.
in the city,
Yeah, I don't know how to move.
if you're in the city, I think people just look at you like you're an inner city minority, and they just happen to have to be dealing with you.
Yeah.
But when I was living in the Woodlands and stuff, People would hold doors open for you. They'd talk to you. Neighbors. I'd never had neighbors in an apartment complex talk to me. They would talk to you and shit like that.
Yeah.
They were way it's way friendlier
You
out
stop
there.
to talk to them? I'm just like, bro.
They talk to me. I'm not gonna be rude back. I'll just be like, hey, what's up?
Now
Man?
this
How
is
you
me. This is
doing?
me.
How you doing, Greg? You know, and then in the
Hey, Stacey, how's it going?
when we're at the campsites, you know, if I have a fishing rod or got something, you know, we just start talking about it like, oh, that's a nice cooler you
If
got.
you're at the campsite,
we
you're
start
fishing. Okay.
we start talking about, you know,
Bro,
cooler
wait. I fished
engineering.
once in
Wait,
my life.
Vlogworth then teaches us how to like fish and shit.
Huh?
A Vlogworth then teaches
That would
us
be
how to fish.
crazy.
He'll
That
feed
would
us for a
be nice.
lifetime, bro.
Yeah,
please,
real
for
talk.
life.
Hey,
That's what we'll name
and this is
it.
gonna be the next step because this is what we're actually trying to do. This is the goal. The goal is that
In case you guys haven't caught on, Ruben's here full time now.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a thing. We've established that.
What's up?
The cool thing is once the goal is that we find a hunting lease. That's what a few of us are trying to do. If we find a hunting lease and we get the boys out on the we get the boys out hunting, that's going to be
Bro.
crazy.
Shoot some deer.
Honestly, I don't know how y'all deal with it. I don't know how.
I
Have
might
y'all
cry.
ever hunted?
I might cry.
Have y'all ever hunted?
No,
I never hunted.
Well, you have to realize it's a lot
terrifying.
of.
that is terrifying.
Yeah.
It's not as terrifying as you think. On
Has
the
Roman
contrary,
hunted?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He
Ruben's
mi-
like, maybe I could do it. I
he
don't know.
missed.
Yeah,
on,
maybe I could do
he
it.
missed on purpose though. On the low, my thoughts. Those
Oh,
are my
okay.
thoughts.
So he didn't kill anything.
Those are my thoughts.
Bet. That's what I'm doing.
I think,
I knew he
I
found a way
think,
around.
and I don't
this.
know if I'm outing him or something. I was told
Yeah.
he has killed something according to what the family knows, right? But what I was
Same here.
told is that he freaked out and didn't want to do it. My dad did it for him and then just let him take the credit for it.
Dang.
So I think that there is a rumor, there is a world where Roman has not killed
This is the
Hun
family.
Gates.
Tell us the chiefs of
Hun
the
Gates.
family.
I'm
bro.
thinking,
Yeah.
because it's not for the immediate family, it's for the distant family that don't be listening to the pod.
Yeah.
Wait, we got you. You didn't let me talk about this dip. Now that we're talking
Let's
about
talk
dealing
about
with
this
white
dip.
people,
Dip into the dip.
we're gonna dip into the dip. So it was a bean dip with pre-shredded cheese that
Yeah.
didn't get
Yeah, we
melted.
went into it. Sorry.
Cilantro, and then black olives.
Now, here's the thing though. You are associating beans with beaners. All cultures use beans.
Sure, yeah.
If you go to the
Actually-
store and you get a bean dip for chips, I don't necessarily think it's supposed to be
Yeah, I've never-
Mexican.
no, I've never had a bean
No,
dip.
bro. My
Did they
sister,
say this is
my
a
sister,
Mexican bean
my
dip?
sister, my sister's boyfriend did not grow up eating beans, and I was like, what the? Because he was like, yeah, man, I don't really like beans, and I was like,
Is he from
I
the
mean,
South?
I don't really like. I mean, I like beans, but like, I don't really like them.
yeah, he's from Dallas. He's Caucasian.
Dallas is the South.
Well, Texas. I feel
Texas,
like
yeah.
all of Texas. It's not south of South Texas.
I always
but-
kind of like that. I feel like the South of each state is
Nah,
more.
because
Dallas
Oklahoma,
kinda-
you would still consider Oklahoma a southern state.
Yeah,
And Dallas is just southern Oklahoma.
When
Yeah.
you hear Atlanta call themselves South, are you like, bitch?
It throws me off
It
a
throws
little
me
bit,
off,
but I
but
understand.
I get it.
I
It
get
is
that
weird.
they're
Yeah, it
country,
is.
they're
Yeah,
southern,
yeah.
they got hot
So-
chicken.
So
We
so
let
I'm
it
at this
pass.
function,
Yeah,
and then
obviously.
I'm
'Cause
at
we
the-
enjoy the hot chicken.
I was like, y'all like more the middle, but like,
Yeah.
I guess okay.
Y'all
No,
mid,
you know
but
what's
alright.
crazy?
Y'all ain't
When-
low tops.
What's crazy is when you meet someone from like Virginia, and they're like, yeah, we're the original South, and you're like, wait, what?
Bro, what?
You're like, geographically though.
No,
What was the
we're
first
the most
colonies?
southern.
What were the 13 colonies? Is the ones by New York or what?
Yeah.
Boston
all
was the
that
first.
stuff
That's
that-
why it's called New England.
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah, when I
Boston.
met someone from Boston, my little brother met my roommate. He was from Boston. He goes, apparently he's like, hey, bro, I'm from New England. He's like, oh, bro, you're from England? He goes, no, bro, Boston.
Yeah.
He's like, when the fuck do they call it New England? I was like, yeah, I didn't know that either. He
Y'all
told me
never seen the
Boston.
New
He goes,
England
if you said
Patriots?
New
Yeah,
England,
yo,
I would've
are
said
you a
the same
Patriots
thing.
fan? Like, what you identify as Tom Brady? Like,
I thought New England. Yeah, I was like, why do they name why is it New England? I was like, it's for Boston. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't.
Can I be
thought
real with
England
you?
was New
I
England.
knew New England was a place. I did not know it was associated with Boston. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
No. I same. I just.
That's why I was
I
like,
thought there were
would've
two
asked the
different
same
places.
question.
Yeah.
I just thought there were two different places.
All right, so I'm at this function for Cinco de Mayo, and I'm like, all right, y'all really want to play this Cinco de Mayo?
Why did you go to a Caucasian event for Cinco de Mayo?
But bean dip is white.
Whatever.
Bean dip
Nah,
is
see,
white.
that's your problem.
no, it's my fault. No,
you're
it's
going
my
in there.
fault.
He went in there and colonized. I also want to point that
No,
out.
I went there to hit him with the Uno reverse card, reverse gentrify.
He hit him with the Trail of Tears before he went.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
so then
Pablo went in there and said, "Why are y'all not appropriating my culture?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because bean dip is white. Maybe they weren't even celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
No,
That's why they
Maybe
were
they were
like-
just vibing on
They
a
were
Friday.
like, it's Ted's birthday.
Bro, what the fuck? It's just another day, Pablo. It's just
They're
another
like,
day.
you just pulled up here and said, "How the fuck?"
Pablo's
like,
like,
this fake ass dip.
remember Puebla? Like, remember the Alamo?
Yeah,
God, dude, I think you're the problem, dude. On some Taylor Swift
but
shit.
low-key,
It's
they was just
me.
enjoying their bean dip. He was roasting it over there.
Problem.
I probably got olives.
Yeah, you're going
They
in
see
there.
you taking a picture going, hee hee hee.
This is the same person that got mad at homeless people for existing.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So Pablo be coming into places and be pissed for no reason.
And then fuck you. And then I was like, and then they were like, drinking A18 and shit. And then I was like,
The A18 is a little crazy.
That one is wild.
I'm like, bro, come on.
And then
like, you
I-
could have.
and then I was
Drink some Ornitos. Drink
Yeah,
some.
just
yeah.
at least drink like the cheap, like
Fucking-
anything.
yeah. So some Cuervo, I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah.
So then the homie gives me the aux and was like, "You have creative freedom." So I hit him with some Marco Antonio Solis. I hit him with some Peso Pluma, some new stuff. I hit him with some Grupo Frontera.
But then, did you walk away from the thing so they didn't know who put it on, or were you just there like watching?
Well,
No, he was like,
He was like, "Dance, motherfucker, dance!" And Mike
No.
Antonio.
Elvira
Hit him
goes,
with the air
no,
guitar.
Elvira goes, "Stop singing." That's how they know it's
okay.
you.
Yes, bro. Okay, I knew Pop was gonna be on some shit. He starts singing the ugly parts of Peso
"Hey, that
Pluma.
bailazo."
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Like, bro, what's wrong with this kid? Like,
No,
bro,
no, no. You're like,
apparently it's Cinco de Mayo.
the music changes. The music changes, and they're like, "Yo, who's that guy in the corner with the shiesty mask?"
Going like this.
Kodak Black gets on. He's like, "Hey, bro, I'm just
I'm just.
hard times, call for hard measures."
You're like, what the hell's going on
What
over
is
here?
happening? Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
stop inviting you to the suburbs, dude.
Yeah, bro.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fun. It was a fun night. My body,
sounds
bro,
like it
I'm
was
old because when I woke up, my
When
body
you were
was
sending
in-
those text messages, I said Pablo's gonna be late.
I thought you were at a bar. I didn't even know. Yeah, I knew. Well, he was late because I was late. I when I got home, I got like a to-do list of stuff. It's like I didn't leave. They're like, "Oh, this is where you left off."
Yeah.
And I was like,
His mom,
oh,
no.
oh, bet.
What's your mom say about
Bro,
the
I
car?
pulled up. I was like, "Hey, mom, could you move the car up?" And she's like, "That car?" Like, yeah. It's like, "Well, I can't move it because of this car." I was like, "Oh, what's wrong with that car?" She's like, "Well, it needs a new battery." Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So like, where's the battery? Well, like I haven't got it yet, but like,
But you're here now.
Yeah, like, but how long has it been? Like, I've been like 6 months. I was like, what the fuck?
Then she goes, "How long have you been gone?"
Yeah. And then I'm like, why is the spare on? She's like, huh? What are you talking about? I was like, you need a new tire? She's like, oh yeah, I need one of those too. I was like, what the fuck? So she just has like the car, like taking up half of like the drive space
Yeah.
in the middle of the, because it's out of a battery and out of a tire. And I'm just like,
And it's already a small driveway.
yeah. So I'm just like, all right. So I was trying to put in the battery. There's a whole thing, man. I was fucking.
Yo,
I have
did you
a
see the truck
laundry
out?
list.
You
I have
see
a
the
laundry
truck
list.
out? The truck
truck's
back out
The
is
truck
different.
is
It's
back.
different.
What?
Yeah.
So the truck that was in the driveway when you came in, that was my first vehicle ever.
That was his first. I remember when
And
his
I
parents gave him
fucked
that.
it up.
What'd you do?
I mean, just everything that I could possibly
He
do
also
wrong.
got.
You wrecked it?
No, just fuck
Oh,
the engine
okay,
up.
okay. Okay.
The
And
first-
then-
I witnessed him get his first ticket too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the fucking reason.
Yeah.
They were
was
the
it for
reason.
speeding or just?
No, it was for
No,
going
it-
straight on a turning lane. So what happened was I was coming back
straight
from
on a
Easy 7.
Yeah.
When you first get your license, you're only supposed to have like one passenger
Well,
for the first 6 months.
If you're like younger than 18.
Yeah, like when you first get your license, they put like certain stipulations.
Yeah, the restrictions.
I took my vision test with my glasses on.
Yeah.
And and you're only supposed to have like one person
Yeah.
in the passengers. I had the whole back full,
of the
someone in
homies.
the passenger seat, and
I was in the
my
passenger
center
seat.
console
Yeah.
opens up to become another seat. So someone was sitting there. So it was
God
6
damn.
of us in total
God damn.
smashed into this car. Someone in the back doesn't have a seatbelt on,
Okay.
and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna go. So I was gonna turn on, I think, Hollister or whatever, and they said nah. It's better if you just go straight,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who said that.
Pablo.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
go
sounds about right.
straight.
Well, Pablo's from Hollis.
Someone pulls out.
Okay.
A cop pulls out with a bicycle
He was like
from
in
behind a
you
tree.
know where the IHOP used to be.
Yeah.
That IHOP went out of business. On Hollister, right next.
I know
to
where
Super
Hollister
90.
is.
So
not
they
the
pull
IHOP,
out,
but like
and they
I
just
get what
stop
you're
me and
saying.
just pull me into the parking lot.
And
it's a fucking wrap. From there, they said they gave me a ticket for going straight on a turning lane.
Yeah.
They said they're gonna assume I'm wearing contacts. I was not wearing contacts.
Okay.
And then the dude put his seatbelt on super carefully afterwards.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and I'm gonna let that seatbelt that was off slide. And I'm like, motherfucker.
And then didn't he pull up and someone had weed on them?
After we left, they were like, bro, I'm glad they didn't search me. I got weed on me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We ain't hang out like that after that for a little bit. I don't really hang out with the skate homies like that.
Bro, I felt so bad that day.
No, bro, but the cops. Okay, so I had a cop in the Heights, similar. Like it was very Hispanic. They would wait at you, like they would. You know how they wait? Like they just hide in, ready to pull you over for any reason.
Yeah.
Like they know that this is a place where people will likely mess up. They used to do that at the bottom of a hill in the Heights.
To where you can't slow down?
Yeah, you can't slow down. And there'd just be a cop waiting in these apartments. And I get so pissed because every time I go now, there's no cop waiting. I'm like, now that it's white, there's no fucking cop. But when there was brown people, bro, they were just waiting
They're waiting all the time.
So you had to know to stop. So if you were new in this area, you would just go. Because we don't have fucking hills. There's the one hill in Houston. So everyone would be like, oh, this is kind of fun.
Dude, when I went to Austin, Alicia was like, what the fuck is going on with all these hills?
Yeah.
That shit threw her off. I'm like, we're driving in a neighborhood.
Wait till y'all go to SF, bro.
Oh,
no,
my
dude,
God.
when I went to Orange County, I was seeing these hills where it's like, you go down the hill and the tail of your car hits every time.
Yeah, no, I dead ass.
They look like the motherfucking hill.
I know how to drive in those now. I know how to drive in those now.
It was like rock bottom and SpongeBob, just fucking 90 degrees.
Literally. I remember when I was in SF, I saw.
Imagine driving that shit stick shift.
I saw this street that the sidewalk wasn't sidewalk; it was just stairs.
Yeah,
I was like, what the?
The stairs. That's how steep it is. There's stairs on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and motherfuckers got their car parked on the side of the road like this,
twisted
with the fucking e-brake pulled.
And then you get these wild white kids that are longboarding down these things.
Yeah. I'm just like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, it was scary. I could just
imagine wobbling out and just fucking.
It is scary. Did you know that when you stop behind someone else, I had to Google it because I was like, what the fuck? Because every time you stop, it's such an incline that your car rolls back, and so I'm like, basically, if you stop behind somebody and you're too close, if they hit you, it's your fault. Because it's rolling, you should know that it's gonna roll back. And the same thing. So everyone leaves this space between for their car to roll back to be able to go. And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
And technically, it does work like that because if you hit somebody in the back, it's always
your fault.
It's always your fault. So if you hit them in the back, they hit you. You should be able to be aware. And back up.
Damn.
Yeah. So everyone leaves space.
That's
man, when it's top of the hill, you just shoot it all the way, and you kind of wait in the middle of the street because you're just I'd rather wait here than have my car on the fucking curve of the street.
So
which is crazy.
Let's get into a few topics here. I want to make sure that we can talk about a few things. Sure. There's some bullshit topics I want to get into and some real topics. I'm gonna brush over these Latin music topics that have really been ravaging my reels. So there's a few things. For one. It's been a minute since we've been in here, and there's things I want to talk about. We've been talking about PESO PLUMA a lot.
Yeah.
Is it wild? And I had already been saying this before. He started getting on the top of the charts.
Yeah.
He went on stage, called out Bad Bunny for no reason. He said Mexicans going on top of the charts, topping that pendejo Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And then at Coachella, he dapped him up. So that seemed mad fake to me.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, so Bad Bunny put out an album last summer, and you're going to act like because you beat his last summer record that you're better? I'm like, the second Bad Bunny drops anything, y'all are all washed, and that's just what's going to happen. Sure. And then he puts out that song with Grupo Frontera, and it's the #1 song in the whole fucking world.
Smacks.
Yeah. So it's
it comes out I hear at least once a day.
It's crazy that
and that's with the Mexican music. And to be honest,
everyone in hip hop right now, not that Bad Bunny's hip hop, but everyone in hip hop right now is going to these grupos and they're making songs. Ice Cube dropped a song.
Now,
that's just one person.
With that being said, though,
there's more people. Collaboration.
It's starting to become a
trend
thing
right now.
Can we
if the
be
Jenners
real?
Are doing it, we know it's.
Can we be real? Yes,
it's gonna be popular.
The song's cool, the grupo's cool.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny was mid as fuck.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that song.
Yes, he was, bro.
Bad Bunny
But
mid as
it was
fuck
Grupo,
on that
like
song.
just the song Grupo Frontera is just good.
I could
they
feel
made it good.
Yeah.
When they did the whole beat switch for him to sing and catch on,
he didn't really.
It just didn't. It didn't.
I don't know why he
hit
wore
for
a backwards cap in the video. I'm like, bro, you didn't put a little sombrero on.
Yeah.
front?
He just wanted to do the whole denim thing. It was a good look. I ain't gonna front.
You
Yeah.
thought so? Oh damn. Okay.
No,
I ain't gonna front. I mean, I was like,
hey,
shit.
21.
Can you do
you know what I mean?
something for me?
I mean, biting my lower lip and shit, but like, you know, I was just like,
Goddamn.
damn, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree though. You could throw.
he cropped the denim. You know what I'm saying? He had cropped denim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. It's just. I think you could do without Bad Bunny. That song.
I think PESO PLUMA just doesn't have enough songs yet. He just has that one song.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got
Or like a few
songs.
songs.
He's
So
got
like
like singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's got a full.
but I
album.
think
he
that
doesn't
is-
have a. He doesn't has. You know, he hasn't
But
laid
he has
the
this
foundation.
vibe right
for
now.
this.
I think there's a vibe about him that
Yeah.
like Edgar's would fuck with. Like he's really like for the Edgars.
Yeah.
Truly.
He really does look like that kid from
The
Stranger
mullet,
Things.
the
Yeah.
mullet's crazy. I'm thinking mulleting up.
Is it mullet? I thought it was like a bulk haircut.
It's bowl in the front, mullet in the back, so
Yeah.
it's like shaved.
It's
in
crazier
the
than
back.
you think. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like an Edgar mullet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the ultimate.
And he has like sleepy eyes. He always looks like he's
Yeah.
sleepy.
Yeah, I think it's a vibe. Personally, we should get mullets.
So
you're
are we
at
getting-
the perfect
are we
place to
getting
where you
shiesty
could
mice?
mullet up.
I actually basically had one and I just cut it like 3 days.
Are we
You should mull it
are
up.
we getting shiesty masks?
No, bro. What the fuck?
For
is
one
Texas?
episode, we should put
This
a
is
shiesty mask on.
Oh.
For
I
one
don't
episode,
know.
we should.
You're
I
the
don't know.
Kodak.
I don't know.
I don't know, baby.
I hope so.
Yeah, I
hope
hope
so.
so. Yeah. Oh, man. It's such a great clip.
Now, are we all familiar with Karol G?
Yes.
Yeah.
She put that album out. She's been having this back and forth with her ex, Anuel.
Of course.
Now, Homeboy has had a baby mama, got married, got divorced, broke her heart, had her crying on stage in front of all her fans, puts out a song and is tagging her in it, talking about "I miss you"
Damn.
on some toxic shit.
Very toxic.
Damn.
Commented on the Insta post at Karol G. Academics posted that shit.
So
And
they-
it disrespected me because Academics, I think he did an interview with Anuel, so he's already like cool with them.
Yeah.
And so for one, he's posting this on the hip hop platforms, right?
Yeah,
So this is transcending. And he goes, Anuel put out this song and tagged his ex. Now her fan base crazy. For one, you didn't even comment on her. You called her his ex.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
in my opinion, as far as Latin music's concerned, she's more popping.
She's got a space. She's
got more of a hold on the culture
Yeah.
than he does.
Yeah.
Especially with the way that I was hearing basically if young women like you,
Yeah.
then you run like sales. So
I can see that.
To me, I think Anuel has the space in more of a hip hop sense. It's for the toxic dudes that be doing this shit to their girls.
Yeah.
She's got a strong hold of all the females that are like, yo, fuck that girl. You need to do better. You need to be with this guy that you've been dancing with all the time. And like, you know, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
With the Bad Bunny thing, that's just something I wanted to cover. We saw Bad Bunny, El Conejo Malo, on Coachella saying, hey, yo, if I ain't say it, it ain't true. Don't be listening to all this bullshit. I be with who I be. I just be doing my thing. Don't be listening to the news. And then like a week later, he back out in the streets with Kendall Jenner.
Here's my thing. I just want to call out the hypocrites. This is gonna sound like I'm defending Bad Bunny, but like, here's what I'll say. All the people mad at Bad Bunny for doing this, bro. Y'all got fucking Harry posters in your rooms right now as we speak, dating white boys. So like,
Harry? Who?
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
Dating white boys?
No,
He's not dating white boys, but basically they're lusting over white boys.
Yeah.
And getting mad at Bad Bunny for possibly, presumably, lusting after.
Well, I just think it's weirder that we're
White
just
women.
so obsessed with who he's dating.
That's
I'm like, bro,
true.
just get
Well,
off
here's
his
why.
dick. He can date whatever the fuck he
Here's my
wants.
thought.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a
like,
few
bro, we need
things.
to get over this bullshit.
Here's a few things I think. Again, once again, it's the young women thing.
Yeah.
Right? If he's not putting out albums at the moment, just currently,
Yeah.
he's the biggest entertainer in the world. He needs to be talked about.
I see.
Like Trump, So everyone knows the things that we know about him is him and his relationship with Gabriella.
Yeah.
So now they're just feeling like we know about your real relationship with Gabriella. What the fuck's all this other shit?
Yeah.
My thought is, all right, they know you are the biggest entertainer in the world and you need to have the hearts of these young girls. They all need to know they have hope. If they know you're completely locked down and that there's no hope and you're married or whatever the fuck, then they won't lust after you in the same way. So we need to keep you on some hoe shit.
I see.
I think she knows, Gabriella knows what's real, knows who he is, knows your job is to be in these headlines, need to be doing this wild shit. He's hanging out with Kendall Jenner, and he's got crazy-ass looks at the Met Gala. Those things, in my opinion, correlate. Where do you get a connection with Anna Wintour, who personally invites you to the Met Gala? By getting in with the socialites. And by creating more buzz.
That suit he was wearing was mad Ayo from the back.
It was nice, bro. He got
Did
a nice
you see
back.
that from the back?
Yeah, bro.
The backless, I mean, all I'm saying
Alexis
is...
was like, hey,
he got
goddamn,
traps.
like, his back looked nice. And I go, yeah, shit ain't wrong. Like,
he got traps, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Plus, I don't know, man. I be seeing some videos.
I could pull up like that, bro.
I was seeing some videos.
You might see me at the next get together with
he was twerking on his girl, just breaking his own back, dude. He on some hey yo shit,
bro.
And that's just on some like that was on some Instagram Live. That wasn't on no stage performance shit either. That's just some we do this
Gasolina
at the
hit,
crib.
and he went crazy.
So all I'm saying is you don't even be knowing TBH.
Yeah.
If he be experimenting with different shit.
Yeah.
We really don't be knowing.
Different sounds.
Yeah.
Different, you know what I mean? Different tools and devices, you know what I mean?
Blending genres.
That's what I'm saying, dog. He's the genre blender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very fluid with it. So all I'm saying is like...
I think, we should be over. It's weird why we're so obsessed with who he's at. But it is cool. Like, yeah. He should do what he wants.
We're upset. They want us to be obsessed, I personally think.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
the
just like, I don't
idea...
give a fuck.
it's the reality TV show aspect of it all.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm like, I just need to put out music. It's like, it hasn't even been a year yet. Like, I'm still good.
Let's figure
Bro,
out...
Frank Ocean hoed people in
Bro.
Coachella.
All right, let's talk about that really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
How do you disrespect your fans like
He lost
that?
All
so
right.
much respect.
Here's the problem.
that's
So
just
how do we
wild.
feel about the situation? What would we have expected us to do? Because, all right,
Nah.
he broke his ankle.
Nah.
Hold on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
He
it.
had a Vin's about a dick ride.
I'm just explaining.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
He's
gonna
like, hey,
explain
bro,
the
let me
situation.
move it up real quick.
I'm gonna explain the
Frank Ocean
situation.
tried his best.
No. I
sniffles.
What about
personally felt hurt because I was gonna stream the performance.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to Coachella, but
Coachella had
You know
a
what?
deal with Apple to stream or YouTube to stream the fucking
How'd
thing.
you feel when he
Right.
didn't?
So when I found out, to be honest, I forgot.
Damn.
So that's where it worked out in my favor. I wasn't waiting.
I see.
The next day I said, oh shit. When I
me
started
watch
seeing
it.
the news, I was like, oh shit, his set was last night. And I was going to go look for it. And I kept
Yeah.
on reading it and it said part of his issues was that he refused to let them stream. I said, oh, what the fuck? So that's when my head starts going, okay, everyone's super upset. This is the first time that they've seen him perform. Mind you, that would have been the reason, if any reason, I would have gone to Coachella. Is to see him
Can we
perform after
also
this
talk
song.
about the fact that unless you're an elite socialite or rich or celebrity, like Coachella fucking sucks.
I mean, I've never been, but I could imagine it would suck.
Yeah,
I think it's just different people. There's festival people that are good,
Yeah,
like
they're
being
just fucking-
grimy and
yeah,
swety
yeah,
and
yeah,
dusty.
yeah.
I mean, I've done
I'm
Warped
just
Tour
not
enough
like
times.
that. Yeah,
I've
I'm
done
just
Warped Tour
like
enough times to. What I will say is, I got real bougie. The last time I went to Warped Tour, I had like
the VIP.
basically like a wristband that would let me
Yeah.
get behind the stage. And
Yeah,
I
I'm at
didn't have
that
to,
age where I'm
I
like,
didn't have to
I'll
be.
pay if VIP's too expensive, I might just not.
Well, it
go.
wasn't even VIP.
Yeah,
It was like
exactly.
that
Or, like,
I knew
a nicer
someone.
area.
Yeah,
I
like-
knew someone, so they were able to get me a pass to like be where everyone who's like filming or whatever
Yeah.
is. So I'm watching the band from the side stage as opposed to in the crowd and shit.
Yeah,
because that
at
shit's just
at a
too
certain age,
much.
it takes effort. So when you see
Yeah.
people like
Yeah.
our age or older, I feel like they kind of genuinely
really
like
on that
it,
shit.
or they
Yeah.
just be taking hella drugs at it, and they'd be like, "Hey, bro,"
And
Yeah,
they could
they're
handle-
all
they could-
good.
they could-
which is
yeah,
still
they could-
fine. Like either
Yeah.
or.
But basically, I saw just how terrible like everything was, how terrible the staff was treated, and I would assume you don't
Bro, they were
generally want to
fine.
do
Weren't
that.
they like twerking on stage?
No, so basically,
Hey, Bad Bunny might
think
have
about it.
been
I mean, just as a profession.
And
So
didn't
basically,
Coachella like stream it on? They
didn't stream it?
They put it on like TikTok or something, and then they could get sued by YouTube because YouTube was supposed to have the sole rights or something like that.
I don't know. Someone tried to make a whole documentary or put like a whole thing out. They tried to sue them. So basically, what happened?
God damn.
He was supposed to have a full-on ice skating rink. He was supposed to have all these ice skaters that danced
Yeah.
around him and all this stuff. Apparently, he broke his ankle on the grounds while he was practicing, setting up everything throughout that week. So at the last minute, he had to say, "Yo, I will not perform unless all this shit gets taken off because I'm not going to be able to fucking do this right." So he gets rid of all the dance. Now they're just dancers. They're professional ice skaters that now just have to be backup dancers. They have to melt down this entire ice skating rink while in the middle of the day. And all this while he's the closer. So now he's late to his performance. Coachella has a very, very strict curfew.
Yep, they do.
So now they had to cut his set short, even though they had already extended past it. So they've already extended past curfew and had to cut his show off. So fans are mad that it started late and ended early, and that the show wasn't what it was supposed to be.
It was basically like it turned into like karaoke. And some shit.
and then he cancels the next weekend. Would we be giving him the same backlash if he would have just canceled off rip on this one like he has done multiple times before? Or the fact that we saw this half-assed performance is what makes us feel like he didn't care about the fans.
See, here's the thing. He already had so much hype on him. Remember, last time he was set to be at Coachella, COVID happened, and it got canceled, and he didn't do it. So,
but he's also known to cancel performances,
and he is known to cancel performances. So I feel like if he would have just canceled this time around, then people would have been like, "All right, this is the same shit
typical.
he does."
I think he just didn't want to lose the bag.
Yeah,
so he's like,
so it's like if you don't want to lose the bag, then go all in. Then
they probably paid him a shit ton.
Yeah, so then.
Coachella,
that's where I don't feel bad for him.
Headlining Coachella.
Yeah, that's where I don't feel bad for him because it's like, bro, you took the bag. Like,
at least half the bag.
Yeah.
Well, what else can he do if he physically cannot do the performance he had set?
Why not stream it?
Yeah, why?
Because he knows it's gonna be terrible.
Nah.
Then
because he knows this isn't how I planned it.
We are dick ready for Coachella.
No, I'm saying at that point, if you know, I'm not like. If I know I'm going to do this for the fans, it's almost like comedy, right?
Sure.
When you're working something out, you say, don't put your fucking phones out. This isn't even a finished product yet. I don't want the world to see this.
All right,
all
right. I mean, I can see it.
When you see it like that, like when you have a special, you've worked on it.
Put it in the comments what you think.
He had
if you think
specific
Frank
set.
Ocean
He's like, I don't know what the fuck this is going to be.
By not
he
showing
started,
us.
and then I saw the thing where like he started with Novocaine and then his audio went off.
So... Then now that's not. I don't know if it's his sound
I think it's
team.
a conspiracy.
That's not on
the
him at that
bro.
point.
It happened to Bad Bunny too. Something's
Oh yeah,
wrong
when
with these mic
when
companies.
he like brought out Post Malone or something.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was bad.
That's why we use Shure mics.
But let's be real. Even the fucking the they posted of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It ain't the best.
It
though.
wasn't that good.
I mean, it's
Why Post Malone too?
It's Post Malone playing 4 chords because he's the singer-songwriter, the cool rocker dude or whatever. He played a simple 4-chord progression, and Bad Bunny, I don't know if it's even the same progression as the song, and then he just sang. And it was just supposed to be like a little jam acoustic set that you do in your backyard.
Yeah.
I don't know why that
Disney
needs to be
vibes.
brought to the Coachella stage.
Give me Disney vibes, like High School Musical type of like.
Yeah, like
hey,
you're in
bro,
the.
I'm just randomly playing this guitar in the middle.
And you have
of the store.
you have like the background.
You just have the acoustic guitar.
Post Malone walks
There's
up
not
and then you have the you know the woo whatever like
Bad
it's a guest star.
going in and out with him. Yeah, bro. I don't know. He could have brought someone else out. I'm trying to think. Maybe someone from like Snoop Dogg would have been cool. Snoop Dogg would have done
Bad
it.
Bunny to pull out
Yeah.
and do what?
I don't know. They're in California. Smoke a joint.
Nah. I mean,
Who's cool? Okay, so I went to a concert in California. Man, some of their songs are so weird. Like, it's just weird. Like, I don't hear... Like, if you go to a concert here, you have the known, like, these will play here.
Yeah.
Like, you'll always get, like, International Players Anthem.
Yep.
You'll get, like, some, like...
Still
maybe
tipping.
some Zero, like, some Slim Thug. Like, you'll
Meaning
kind
a
of get
DJ
these.
set or what?
Yeah, like a DJ
like,
set.
Like in a Houston,
I went to a DJ set.
Houston
And
DJ
so you
set,
expect
you'll
to hear
know-
these, right? Especially in
Yeah.
Houston.
Right. What did you get over there?
And you'll get some
like
Selena.
the-
You'll get some Selena.
Yeah, and some Selena. Yeah. And over there, you get like this, like the uppity, like hip hop, you don't stop type of thing. Or I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this is to a beat. Like, the whistle song was like a big one.
Which
Blow
one?
the whistle. Blow the whistle. You don't know that
What the
one?
hell?
Bro, that wins at every single place. I went to the 420 festival.
I was
That
going to ask you
on
how that was.
repeat.
Literally, I was going to ask you how was the 420 festival?
It was dope. It was fun.
Because it's a different vibe. I mean, it's legal over there.
Yeah.
So, and I saw the time lapse of like throughout the
Yeah, you
day
saw that one? Yeah,
of like
it was dope.
how it like at 420 it
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
packed as shit.
Yeah.
And then everyone got home, went to Taco Bell, just laid on the couch.
On the way home, they grabbed Del Taco.
Yeah.
Del Taco sucks.
Not Del Taco.
Can we be real? Is there Del Taco out there?
There's no Del Taco.
Dude, because I went to Del Taco, terrible. Anyways, let's get into a few closing topics here. Let's circle back to, do you guys listen to traditional like news sources at all?
No.
Like
are you getting notifications on your phone from any of the...
No. The most news I will get is if I'm at my in-laws' crib and they're like watching like Univision or something, and then it's like Jorge Ramos just like...
You get the worst where they're just yelling at you that everyone's dying.
Yeah.
All right.
I just watched Philip DeFranco.
Because I don't watch Fox, I don't watch CNN, so I wasn't watching Don Lemon, I wasn't watching Tucker Carlson. Now, Tucker Carlson did go on the Full Send podcast. I was watching that.
Wait. So I have this idea. What if...
Now, Trump did round 2 on the flagrant, on the Full Send.
Could you imagine Tucker Carlson on like Univision or Telemundo?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That'd be great.
Hilarious.
They would love him.
Tucker Carlson?
Yeah.
They would love Tucker Carlson.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That would be so funny.
Because you're saying that all the Univision people are Republican or what?
No,
not even that. Just the wildness.
Just like the wildness. Just
what does Univision be saying, bro? I don't be watching Univision like that.
Well, they just really, they just reckless with their shit. They just don't give you any calm. Like,
yeah.
All the Mexicans were freaking the fuck out during COVID because they were just like, everyone's dying. Your grandma's dying right now. And you'd be like, what the fuck?
Grandma.
And you'd just be like, what is happening? Like, you look at it, you'd be like, why are you freaking everybody the fuck out?
Yeah.
And that's just what they do. But I want to get into, we understand that basically the big media platforms,
I was thinking more like he got
Fox,
a show like Caso Cerrado.
No, what the fuck? No, that'd be crazy. I think about now, like the big news giants we've known now to not even really give us news, but more opinion pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are the biggest ones of talking personalities about opinions, period. Is this going to make them restructure and make them actually have to go back to real news? Are they going to put just another talking head that's going to be the new face of the company to show that they have the power to do that? It's just weird now because I want to get into the Crowder thing because you are familiar with what he is. You've seen the Change My Mind stuff?
No.
He'll put up a table to like a college and say something along the lines.
Some crazy, like Whataburger is better than In-N-Out.
Like women should not get
like
abortions.
Crazy
Change my
shit.
mind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you have to. You
have to prove him wrong.
All these college kids who think that they're smart go up to him and try to prove their point, and then he's a professional, so he just dunks on them. And then that's his thing.
Yeah.
Now, he had gotten offered a $50 million
Is he the same
deal.
guy that's like that asks people like what is a woman or something?
Yeah, stuff like that.
So
like a woman is only one gender.
So he's wild. He's always on some shit. He got offered a $50 million deal with the Daily Wire. I think he turned it down. I'm not 100% sure on what happened with that deal. But just to give an example of what he's
the
worth.
Daily Wire is trying to get Tucker probably.
Oh yeah, there's no way that he's not. But when you basically, I'm saying all this to say where his position would probably be financially.
Yeah.
This video comes out. It's a Ring camera footage, obviously seeming to come from the wife's side. They're going through a divorce right now.
Mm-hmm.
He has made it clear by talking that he didn't want the divorce, even though there was already talks that he already had a divorce attorney.
He said something wild.
He had said, I didn't want this divorce, but unfortunately, in the state of Texas, if one person wants a divorce, then
we get divorced.
Then we get
Bro, that's how that works.
You're like, what the fuck you mean? Like, you want them not to have a choice?
Yeah, consensual marriage.
Bro, when he's like, Texas so liberal. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
He goes, she's not my property? Like,
that's truly how he's treated. All right, so someone who seems to have a decent amount of money, who should be well enough off,
Yeah.
only has one car.
Yo, you think he's gonna?
Hold on.
Does his mom own everything? Is it like a Hakimi?
Hey.
Only has one car, which seems like a completely wild thing to have in a household like that.
Yeah.
Seeming to me like it's a tactic to be able to control somebody.
I see.
Like a lot of people don't even let their wives know how to drive so that they're dependent. Like in Mexican shit, that's a big thing. You don't even want.
Yeah, my grandma didn't know how to drive.
You don't even want your wife to know how to drive because you need them dependent on you.
I mean,
what the fuck?
It's some weird shit like that.
Not
maybe
now.
that's not the reason, but that's originally kind of like the mindset.
I mean, like you talking about like my grandparents. Like my grandma didn't know how to drive. Like what my grandma and my dad said, never learned how to drive.
My mom don't know how to drive either. She drives.
No. I'm talking like genuinely. The whole time my grandma was alive, R.I.P. She did not know how to drive. She never learned.
And that's a thing. And it's where they're like, I don't need to because my husband will just drive me.
She just walked everywhere.
This woman, pregnant as shit, twins, barefoot, pregnant, just hella pregnant. He is telling her.
It's kind of weird how you're emphasizing how pregnant she is. You could have just said pregnant. And
he's having a kid.
To explain why this is so wild.
Oh, he's like third trimester, sir.
We're talking like end goal. You know what I mean? We're over here like
an actual life.
Yes, by this point. Oh my God. By this point in actual life, not just a cluster of cells. Now,
I mean, maybe still. No.
Now, he's telling her to fulfill her wifely duties. Right?
What does that even mean?
Including in this case,
make me a sandwich.
Giving medicine to the dogs that she is afraid to be touching because she's pregnant.
Sure. Understandable.
He's telling her, put some gloves on, do your wifely duties, take care of this stuff. You need to be disciplined. You need to be yada, yada, yada. She goes, I need to take the car to get groceries. He goes, if you take the car, I can't go to the gym. I can't go see my friends. I can't go see my parents. So figure it out. Get someone to pick you up. Get an Uber. If you take the car, that's going to affect my whole thing.
Yeah. They don't get groceries delivered to them?
He's sitting there smoking a cigar. He's sitting there smoking a cigar, telling her to fulfill her wifely duties. She pregnant as shit.
Yeah, and he's smoking around there with a piece of crap,
just smoking outside, just basically saying, performing a change my mind. You cannot take the car because I need to do this, change my mind.
Damn.
And she's like...
He pulled out the chair and everything.
Yeah, and
he's like, watch this.
The way that it comes out, when you just see the video, it all just seems super wild. Because I'm not going to lie, before I pressed play, I heard emotional abuse, and I said, this is going to be a stretch. In my head, before I pressed play, I said... This is going to be a stretch.
And by the end of it, they had you crying?
By the end of it, I just thought about...
bro, where's their GoFundMe?
No, I was just like, yo, that's wild. I'm over here cleaning kitty litter boxes and shit.
Damn.
For cats that I didn't fucking want. Because my girl pregnant.
Damn.
And he won't fucking...
Yeah.
He's chilling right there.
So you won't just... Next thing, he went to Costco, buy some latex.
And I feel like I'm about to tell her, I was like, throw some N95 masks on, put some gloves on, get to cleaning.
Damn.
Get to cleaning. If I have to clean the kitty litter box, then I ain't going to be able to podcast with the homies.
Blink twice at least. Yeah, that's why she ain't here right now.
Yeah, real talk. I was like, so you better throw some masks on.
Honestly, why don't you just make Roman do it?
Because what the fuck? They ain't his cats?
Bro, he can't get Roman to do anything. It's his younger brother.
Roman,
bro, we all have this. You get your younger sibling to do anything. I can't get Roman
to put his license plates on his own car.
I saw that. I was like, bro, he doesn't have license plates.
They're here. They're in the room. I can't even get him to put him on his own car. Nonetheless,
bro, I can't get. Yeah, if you ask me to get Daddy to do something, I'm like, bro, I know we're gonna get to argument. That's about it.
I
real
can't talk.
Do anything.
Got you heated.
So, I mean, it's looking kind of crazy, especially when you're like a super traditional Republican guy, God, family, and now you're in the middle of a divorce, and your whole talk show is talking about all this stuff and how bad divorce is and all this stuff.
Yeah,
it's just wild, especially where it's like you don't seem how as a child these kids are born. I think at this point, grow up. Look back at those videos and be like, yo, my dad had if he's a piece of shit to you, and this is where you're like, boy, he didn't care about me from the moment I was in the womb.
Yeah.
He was trying to get me all caught up.
That's literally. True. Yo, man, so I didn't think this was going to go this way, but it's like, do they, like, you're the guy that's, like, telling women not to get abortions, but you're going to treat your pregnant wife like that?
Well, because she knows she can't abort, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But it's like
So they're
if
stuck there.
if you're actually pro-life, like, wouldn't you not smoke around your wife? Wouldn't you exactly do what you're doing, like with the cat? Like, wouldn't you want to do all this because your wife is pregnant?
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
you get groceries delivered because your wife is pregnant?
You just
and
use
you
it
got
as
the
a
money
virtue
for it?
signal,
Yeah.
but then you just hide. Yeah, it's just kind of wild. Like Tucker Carlson being like, "Bro, I'm so glad I'm not to talk about Trump." Like the text messages that are from him, and then White America was like, not white, but very right America was like, "Yeah, bro, that's not him. It's not him." It's like, you read him though, right? You know it's him. Like, it's not him. Or like, yeah, and
Oh yeah, the text messages.
you're just like, bro, what the
Wait,
fuck?
what was the text message
So
thing? Like,
basically, so there's a lot of things going on, and this is where things tie in all that whole thing. Fox has to make some decisions because they got a crazy multi-million lawsuit from Dominion, the voting booth.
Yeah. and
oh
they have
yeah,
another one
because
coming up for a
because
second
they
voting
because
booth.
of the
So
How much?
Yeah.
800 million, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Crazy.
Basically,
Some-
for
some
real
bag,
fake,
bro.
some fake news.
So
Yeah.
some heads got to roll when
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Some people are gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Some people are gonna have to go. It probably makes the most sense for Tucker because they feel like they can probably put someone in that's gonna be making less. That they could still make the biggest talking head if they put him in that time slot.
Yeah.
When you are working for a company and they're saying this is what we need to be talking about, this is what we need to be pushing, and you don't even really want to be talking about it, but that's your job, you're going to do that to the best of your ability. But you texting the homies on the low being like, I don't fucking want to be talking about this shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be talking about Trump. I don't want to be talking about any of this shit.
Yeah.
And now this is out public knowledge. So now people know when you're talking, you don't even mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they still watch.
To be mad.
Yeah.
They'll be like, man, what the fuck going on?
Nah.
They be getting all mad just, man, what the fuck going on in the news?
Nah,
Look
that's a lie, bro. They be
Now-
watching with
and
the
here's
Bud Light.
thing.
3 crack.
Here's the problem, and because I had someone tell me some of this shit,
2
tell
Bud
me if
Lights
this is
in.
wild. I mean, look, I wonder sometimes the people hit a certain age, and I just let them fly with some wildness.
Yeah, no, for sure. You get to a certain age, there's no correcting this
Because
person
I understand,
anymore.
like
It's just
certain things,
whatever.
like I get told by someone, he goes,
Yeah.
man, I've been hearing, and I don't know where the been hearing comes from, and I don't want to get too into it because then it feels like I'm combating.
Bro,
Yeah.
you on Twitter too?
They're like, man, they got these trans in schools.
yeah.
They reading the kids
Gay
books on how to suck dick. Like, I can't make a thing. I'm just like, what? What do you mean?
It went so wrong that it was like,
You're like, whoa.
God
What?
damn, bro. What?
You're
He was like, oh, okay,
teaching
it's
them
going this way.
how to suck dick.
He's like, look,
You're like,
look.
what?
Did you read the book?
I was like, where'd you get this from?
Bro, how do you think I learned?
You're like, yo, I love that reel though. It's like that Asian voice, and it goes, "You're over here saying that your mothers didn't teach you how to cook.
Yeah.
Your mother didn't teach you how to suck dick.
Oh, yeah,
you still
yeah.
suck dick."
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Anyways, that was just crazy to me. I'm like, okay, there is certain things that people don't because of misinformation from actual news sites, from no one really trusting. No one trusts real news,
Yeah.
so they go to alternative news sites, which actually have no like governor either. So
Yeah.
we're all just getting. He said, you know how many times I've been on this podcast and I've said something, and then Ruben's been like, "Let me check real quick,"
And then proves
and be
you
like,
wrong.
"Hey,
That's like his favorite
most
thing
of
to
the
do.
time,
That's just Zen's thing, I thought.
most of the time I'm right,
Zen comes...
but sometimes, most of the time I'm pretty right.
I love
I may be exaggerated.
We might have to get another desk stand over here so Ruben could just.
I'm actually thinking about that. That is the next goal. If you bring a computer, we can hook you up to
Yeah.
actually be
totally
searching
search
things
it.
up.
Yeah, I can
That
do
might
that.
be the bet.
Just fact check the
best
shit
thing.
out of him.
Yeah.
But I don't always be wrong, but
a lot of
sometimes
the times he'd be wrong.
not even. I was wrong on that one time about us being at war with someone.
Oh, and then when the files that got leaked or whatever, and then Ruben looks at him. He's like,
No. I was right on the Twitter files. I did my pre-research on the Twitter files. You didn't. You tried to prove me wrong in real time. You're like, I got to go through this. I'm like, yes, I did that already.
yeah.
I'm like, I did this already.
right.
I'll be doing homework.
But there's a decent amount of stuff. I would say like it's pretty even. Half the time is right, half the that's
Andrew Tate's
that's
out.
the whole reason. I
Andrew
have to look
Tate's
it
out.
up.
I ain't hear none of y'all say shit once
hap-
Andrew
what
Tate was out.
Yeah. What's he
Yeah.
up to now?
where's
He,
the top?
on
He like
podcast,
tweeted that he like got
poisoned.
and that he was like holding his breath and shit. And
Yeah,
he's
he said
alive.
I'm not going to the doctor
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're just gonna pump me with other things to kill me.
Yeah.
So
bro.
is he like that meme of that kid that's like,
Yes,
Yeah.
he was literally doing that. He said
he
all
was.
he had was water and coffee.
So how could he be sick?
He's like,
it's like when people got COVID, they're like, "How could I be sick?"
And he just said, as long as he can breathe, he's not going to the doctor.
Then he will hold on strong, bro. And
those no doctor people are insane, bro. Like, ain't nothing crazy.
Well, if the Matrix is already after you, they're already trying to falsely imprison you. Do you really trust them to take care of you?
Ain't nothing crazier than someone being like, I pray this away.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, hey,
like,
I don't know about you. Prayer's strong, though.
Oh, my.
Prayer's strong. All I'm saying, here's my thing. I'm just tired of you coming in here every week and disrespecting God. Disrespecting Jesus.
The big JC.
My Lord and Savior, which is crazy. Have you heard Oceans?
Have you heard Oceans?
I
haven't seen Oceans 11 because basically the same.
You should listen to it because I think it'll speak to you. And maybe it'll make you become more of an evolved being.
Yeah, bro.
Because at the moment...
83.5, 84.26.
It's...
89...
Damn, bro. Been a minute.
Motherfucker.
KSBJ...
89 point.
Damn, bro.
Don't act like you did.
This feels like the Kit Kat thing in fucking
It was 89.3 KSBJ.
89.3 KSBJ.
89.3.
Yeah, bro. My radio stays on that.
But see,
mostly because I just replaced the battery.
I am on
and
Apple.
The first radio station
I am on
89.3.
Apple. Getting all the newest poppin', you know what I'm saying?
But didn't Eve eat the apple? So, like...
That's why it's bit. That's why the logo bit.
So then are we on Android now? Because Jesus
No.
it was green?
Put the apple
That's
back.
that's why he doesn't drink Monster.
Bottoms up. You know what I'm saying? Upside down cross.
And
you see that shit?
with that...
I think with that...
It just... with that...
I think with that...
That was the 100th episode.
That was the 100th episode. We didn't get into as many topics, but we needed to get everything back in order because
Just get the gang back together.
It's just been so long, we had to chop it up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We'll get back to the news.
We actually chopped it up for an hour before
starting and saying let's chop it up on
I thought
live.
we were chopping it up, so y'all missed some out. But comment to let us know if you think Frank Ocean hoed everybody or if he was, doing us a favor.
I'm glad we weren't filming because Zen said some questionable things. No, I'm just kidding.
Pablo's still pissed about the JC thing. We'll see him back on the next.
Tell your Theos we out here being disrespectful, talking to them, speaking on behalf of them.
Speaking for them.
Drop the anchor, come to anchor, drop the anchor.
Happy Cinco
Pull up
de
to the
Mayo.
right side of the fence, and we out.